Finally, the Coachman has come back and he is laying the smackdown on the AEW ratings. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. We know the AEW Collision's viewership is in the bin. It is down the toilet after just 2 weeks. It's not in a good place, and Jonathan Coachman knows this, and he was giving his opinion on it, and he was stating simply a fact that pretty much everybody knows, that wrestling shows are just not successful on a Saturday. They don't work on a Saturday. Nobody wants to sit in, stay home and watch wrestling on a Saturday. They never have, and they never will. Now, maybe with the pay-per-views it's different, Saturday night pay-per-view, but in terms of watching a weekly show every single week, every single Saturday, that is not a recipe for success. Coachman knows it, most people know it, but it turns out one half of FTR do not know it, Dax Harwood, because he responded to the coaches. I wouldn't even call it the coach being, I wouldn't even say he was criticising AEW, he was just pointing out that the ratings were garbage, which he was rightful to point out because they are garbage. They've lost nearly half of their viewership since the debut show of Collision when it premiered like a couple of weeks ago. So Coach sent out a tweet about how wrestling shows just do not work on Saturdays, and he spoke about how people are saying that he doesn't really know anything about the business, and he said that, yeah, I might have been out a long time, but I still know what I know. He says, quote, "Wrestling shows do not work on Saturdays, never have, never will. Now, you can all try and come up with something else, but try and understand some of us who are in the business kind of know what we're talking about. All that I says was I would never float about being right and an entire fan base being wrong. Not my style." End of quote. So, Coach basically just saying, look, it's not going to work. Saturdays are not good for wrestling shows, and you shouldn't do a wrestling show on a Saturday. But of course, AEW's Dax Harwood, one half of FTR, can't handle criticism, can't handle anybody bashing something to do with AEW, bashing something to do with FTR. And you know what, I actually, well, maybe not despise, that's a strong word, but I cannot stand Dax Harwood. For me, the guy fucking sucks. For me, the guy, if only he was half as good as he thinks he is, then he'd be fucking great, but he's not. He's a bum that's in a bum tag team that's going nowhere.
I'm going to double down. I despise not only him, but his wee jobber teammate who I do not know his name of. What are they going to market about here? Oh, we're doing a 0.13 in the 18 to 49 demographic.
The guy thinks he's the bald Bret Hart.
No, you saved the crap at Bret Hart for... I say you saved it. All the guy did was tackle Bret to the ground. And here these two are... That's their rise to the top, punching a defenceless guy.
Anyway,
handcuffs.
Anyway, here is Bitter, whatever his name is, Dax Harwood. This is his reply to Coachman. He said, quote, "Hey Coach, we're trying to build a brand. It will take time. We understand that. Hopefully you do too. This roster absolutely loves wrestling. Like an entity. Loves it. I know you probably can't relate to that. Will this Saturday night TV show endeavour work? Who knows? What I do know is we'll all work our asses off to make it work. I hope you and people like you give us an opportunity to show you professional wrestling is alive. I know you know how Monday nights work, but maybe you'll give us more than 3 weeks to make this work. If not, you're more than welcome to tell me I'm wrong. What I'm not wrong about, wrestling fans love wrestling, and we'll always work to make them proud. Give us a chance." End of quote.
You've lost half your viewership, mate.
Right,
let's make it work, though.
I can understand him asking to give us a chance. Let us show you. Give us an opportunity to make it work. But why the fuck does he need to... Why doesn't he be so bitter and personal? Why didn't he need to throw in the jab there about how everybody on AEW loves wrestling, but Coachman probably can't relate?
Yeah.
What was that? Is that necessary?
Oh, we all love wrestling here in AEW. We don't care about the ratings, man. Come on.
This roster absolutely loves wrestling. Like an entity. Loves it. I know you probably can't relate to that. What is it with this dig? It's like everybody in AEW just seems to assume that AEW is real wrestling, WWE is not. Everybody in AEW loves wrestling. People in WWE do not love wrestling. Like, what is this phony fucking bullshit that everyone in AEW believes that somehow they're the ones that love wrestling, they're the ones that are passionate about wrestling. You tell me Coachman's not passionate about wrestling?
Of course he is. Dax Harwood wishes he had the kit of Jonathan Coachman.
Why is Coachman not passionate about wrestling? Because when wrestling started going down the hill, the guy was offered a better job, a better career with no money. So because Coachman outgrew wrestling, does that mean he doesn't love Does that mean The Rock doesn't love wrestling because he went to Hollywood and he did movies? Does that mean John Cena? You know, I fucking hate this sort of attitude where, oh, if you're in WWE and you go into bigger and better things, you don't love wrestling, or somehow because WWE is considered sports entertainment, you don't love professional wrestling. AEW is not professional wrestling. It's a bunch of fucking vanilla midgets doing flips and dives and stupid...
It's glorified gymnastics. That's the term we're looking for here. But, you know, these guys...
No, why doesn't... how does Coach not love wrestling? Because he got a job in ESPN? Listen, ESPN's never going to fucking hire a Dax Harwood.
Nope.
These guys couldn't cut it in WWE. It's not because... Let's be honest, it's not like they're not in WWE because they love wrestling.
They're not in WWE because
they ain't good enough.
McMahon's like, you're not good enough. Well, Tony Khan's willing to fucking... Oh! That's what AEW is, though. People who don't make it in WWE, here, we'll just give you a chance. See, without the exception of, like, Sting and Jericho, that is literally how it is. Who's went to AEW for WWE who was actually, like, booked really strong in WWE and went, no, I want to go to where the real wrestling is.
And, like... The people that were in WWE and were supposedly not getting booked correctly and were supposedly getting jobbed out, everyone that's went to AEW have been told, oh, Tony Khan's going to do it right, Tony Khan's going to make them a star, Tony Khan's going to push them. And they fucking went nowhere. Andrade, Miro, Keith Lee, what have any of these people fucking done?
Nothing.
Buddy Murphy, what have any of these people achieved in AEW?
Absolutely nothing, damn it. The Coachman's model. Everyone remembers what the Coach did in the 2000s. Not what fucking Dax Harwood did last Saturday.
See, the Coachman just simply standing next to The Rock, that makes him better than Dax Harwood.
Exactly.
Fucking does.
Simple as that, guys.
And all he turned around and says was, wrestling shows don't work on a Saturday. They fucking don't. They don't.
Pay-per-views work on a Saturday because it's kind of one of those things where people can...
It's a one-off event.
Come together, sure, you want to sit in and watch this? Not, yeah, do you want to sit and watch wrestling every fucking Saturday? No.
And it's not every bloody week. Pay-per-views are like one-offs. And even then, like, WWE mainly will do pay-per-views on a Sunday.
We're building a wee project here.
You're building nothing. This guy makes it seem like, oh, well, this week, or maybe next week, we're going to gain 2,000 viewers, and the week after that, 4. You'll be lucky to hold on to what you've got.
Exactly.
You ain't building nothing.
The viewers will just constantly go down.
Shows in a decline. Now, they might go up next week because this was taped. So, yeah, but you know what? I'm not convinced.
I'm not. They will never beat the rating it did in the debut. Never. I would bet everything I own on that.
No, Dynamite's never beat their premiere rating. Rampage did beat their premiere rating, but that's because they put CM Punk on the second show.
Exactly, so...
If not, then that would have been a tank rating as well.
There you have it, guys. Jonathan Coachman is the man.
I mean, what Dax Harwood should actually be sitting down here, paying respect and asking Coachman for advice. A guy that's actually been in the business, a successful business, mind you, and a guy that knows what he's fucking talking about. A guy that, because he's been good in a successful business, has been offered positions elsewhere. I mean, what has Dax Harwood been offered? Oh, you're offered the tag team titles in Ring of Honor. What a fucking upgrade that is. Absolute joke, guys. Two guys are going absolutely fucking nowhere. FTR, they come out with a theme song that sounds like some sort of like 70s arcade gaming machine. And like, what is their gimmick? They don't have a gimmick. Oh, we're two guys that like to wrestle. Oh, well, basically the same as everybody else on AEW. Fucking garbage, man. Coachman's the man. Dax Harwood fucking sucks. You know what? 10 reasons why the revival suck. Coming soon. Anyway, guys, catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.